With tomorrow's Pokemon Presents, we are very likely to get a new Pokemon game. And the Pokemon game I think a lot of fans are hoping to get is a new Legends-style game. In Legends Arceus, we got some very unique starter choices in Cyndaquil, Rowlet, and Oshawott. These are three former starters from previous regions, being Alola, Unova, and Johto. Now, if we get new Legends games, it'd be expected that once again we'd get three different starter choices from different regions that will probably be getting new regional forms as our final evolutions. I've been running polls on my channel for the last week to find out which starters people want to get new regional forms if there were to be a new Legends-style game. Let's start with the Grass-type starters. In the first poll, Torterra got a majority of the votes, with 4 out of 10 of them. In the second poll, Serperior and Rillaboom each got 4 votes. This means that the overall popular choices for the Grass type were Torterra, Serperior, and Rillaboom. All three of these Pokemon I wouldn't mind seeing get a regional form in the next Legends-style game. Charizard overwhelmed its opponents, getting 57% of the votes. As for the newer starters, it was a much closer poll. Skeledirge got 4 votes, rest of the starters all got 3. As much as I like Charizard and Skeledirge, these would not be my picks to get new regional forms. Charizard's already gotten a lot of favoritism as it's Gen 1. It got 2 Mega Evolutions. It got its G-Max earlier than the other 2 Gen 1 starters. And as far as Skeledirge, I just don't think any of the Paldea starters should be getting a new regional form in the Legends game yet. For the Water types, we once again see a dominating performance by the Gen 1 starter, this being Blastoise. And finally, we have Primarina taking the poll. Both of these starters I am fine with getting Legends regional forms. Neither of them would be my selection now. With that being said, I'm going to talk about the starter Pokemon that I'd most like to receive regional forms if there was to be a new Legends game. Now for my selections, I decided to eliminate some of the generations. I don't think there's going to be a starter from Gen 2, 5, or 7, since we saw Rowlet, Cyndaquil, and Oshawott get regional forms in the last Legends game, so I don't think they'll be repeating any of those generations, especially because the Legends games will be likely to be Gen 2 or Gen 5 anyway, so I'm just going to eliminate those 3. I will also be eliminating any of the new Paldea starters, since I think they're way too new, and they're not going to give them a regional form 2 years after they were first revealed. For Grass type, my selection is Sceptile. I'd like to see a grass flying type Sceptile. Not I think it'll be flying, but picture like Sceptile fused with Hawlucha. It glides around. I think that'd be really cool, and M&J TV would appreciate it as well. For Fire, I chose a starter that I'm not the biggest fan of, and that's Delphox. I really like Fennekin, and as well as Braixen, but I think Delphox overall is an underwhelming starter. I think problem 1 is its Fire Psychic type. I think it should have been Fire Fairy, as the Kalos introduced the Fairy type, and it really well could be a Fairy type. So I think with this new regional form, I think it should be a Fire Fairy type, which I think is also a type we still haven't seen today. Now for the final selection, I went Inteleon. This one was a much harder choice for me. It was between Blastoise, Empoleon, and Inteleon. I ended up choosing Inteleon. I think Inteleon, I'm not sure if I have a typing for this, but I think either water electric or water poison, because its current design it's a lizard, it could be a poison type. It does have some yellow interstitial design. Maybe they can add the electric type. So overall, those are my selections. A grass flying Sceptile, Fire Fairy Delphox, and either water electric or water poison Inteleon. If you have any suggestions for what you'd like the new regional form starters that we may be getting in a new Legends game, please leave them in the comments. I will also be leaving, both in the description and a pinned comment, a link to my community page so you can do these polls. They will still be up. And also subscribe so you don't miss any polls in the future. I may do more videos like this, so stay tuned for those. And thanks for watching this video.